Hey! Okay, alright. So, I beat. Okay, well, that's a lie. Obviously, I'm a Xenoblade channel, so obviously, I've played through all the games. Now, Xenoblade X, I haven't beaten yet. Like, I still played and everything. I'm at the end, but I just haven't beat it yet. So, some of these characters for Xenoblade X, I'm not gonna be sure about. So, you know, I can just make another row called not sure, since yeah, I haven't beat X yet, so a lot of the characters in X I'm not gonna really have an opinion on. But you know, obligatory tier list here. So my tier list may be very, very different from a lot of people. Well, I can guarantee it's gonna be very different because I'm weird and I like a lot of the characters that most people hate. So, and vice versa. So, I mean, shit, here we go. I don't know how long this is gonna take, but I'm excited for it. And, okay, Shulk. Shulk is like, he's like C or D. I'll put him in C just to be safe. Like, Shulk is cool and all, yeah, he's the protagonist of the first game, but I think part of the reason I put him so low is because Twitter is terrible. Like, everywhere you go, just everyone, not even just Twitter, but everywhere, people always aiming at, oh, Shulk is the greatest video game protagonist of all time. He's the coolest character ever, and it's like, that's just shit. That shit's just getting shoved down my throat, and I'm like, chill, okay, just chill. But I mean, I like Shulk. He's cool, but he's just also kind of lame. He gets the Monado, and that's really it. Now Fiora. Let's see. Is she even in here? Or Xenoblade 2? Okay, well, Fiora I'm going to put in A tier because she's just so broken in Xenoblade 2. Fiora in Xenoblade 1 is kinda, and her whole character is just based around Shulk. Okay, her entire character is just you know, lusting for Shulk. So, but in terms of Xenoblade 2, yeah, she's like second best blade in the entire game. She's absolutely broken. Rein, I'll put Rein in B tier. Like, I like Rein, he's really cool, but yeah, and I know everyone loves him for the meme, but Rein, I don't know, I kind of have the Xenoblade 1 characters, I all kind of have like a neutral stance on them, because Xenoblade 1 is my least favorite out of the 4. Okay, so this may be a little bit biased, but I mean, Rein is cool and all, and I like his little story arc, especially near the end where he realized, oh, he can do more than just protect Shulk the whole time. But other than that, I mean, he's alright. Dunban, A tier. Dunban's a badass, alright? Dunban is just so cool and just laid back and chill. He's like, everyone gets along with Dunban. You'll never not want him around. He's such a cool person to hang around. Sharla, okay, F tier is for like the very, very garbage people. Now, let me just change that to garbage. So D tier is like F tier, okay? D tier, Sharla, she doesn't really have much character development, I guess, except for just looking for Gato. And once they find out about Gato, it's kind of nothing really happens after that. And she's kind of just like the worst character in the game. Well, in terms of healing, she's the best in the game because she's a dedicated healer. But we know this is a Xenoblade game. Dedicated healers aren't really all that useful till Xenoblade 3. But Ricky, I like Ricky. I'll put him in B. I like using him in Xenoblade 1. He's very fun to like have on the team. I just also really like Napon. I like his design, his voice. Like he's a really cool character. Now Mellie, that's easy S tier. Mellie's an easy S tier. Oh, I don't. Just Xenoblade 1. You know, Mellie with the friend zoning. She got hella friend zoned, and I kind of felt bad for her. And then FC just built upon her story even more. And then Xenoblade 3 built upon her even more. And it's just like, I've always liked Mellie. Her design, everything about her, I love Mellie. Mumkar, yeah, he'll go in D. So, well, a lot of people see Mumkar as, oh, such a great villain and everything. Me, I never really cared much for Mumkar. And like when he was revealed to be Metal Face, I was like, oh shit, it's Mumkar. I never would have guessed. And like I was surprised. But I don't know. I don't really know how I felt about Mumkar. He was just kind of there for me. Now Dixon, I never really had an attachment or anything to Dixon. I did like him a little bit more when we found out he was Zanza's disciple and he like betrayed the party. Then he was like, okay, yeah, he's kind of cool now. But other than that, he was always just not too important in the story up until the whole Zanza disciple thing. And I never really just had any thoughts on Dixon. I was kind of just neutral. Metal Face, same reason for Mumkar. He was just like, oh, you know, I didn't really care too much for him. Callion's pretty dope. He, you know, he's kind of simple, not a simple character, but you know, he was fighting to save everyone in the high end tier people, and he just has like this cool, just relaxed aura about him. Soren, I don't even remember. I mean, there's not really much to say about him. He was just kind of there for like an hour or two when we talked to him in Alchemoth and then up to Prison Island. When he died, obviously, you know, I was like, no, all sad and shit. Because I get really invested into games. When I play games, I get like really invested into them, no matter what. So like the smallest inconvenience could happen and I'll freak out like, no, this can't be happening. Like I get really invested into games. So when he died, obviously, yeah, I lost my shit, but I kind of got over it really quickly. Now Yumea, I don't know shit about her. Like I don't know shit about her. I think we only saw her like once throughout the entire game, and that was just kind of it. Who's this? Pyra? I think that's Laurethia, right? And then okay, yeah, Laurethia. Yeah, no, garbage. I hate that fucking boss fight. Laurethia's boss fight was terrible. I was stuck on that fight for at least like 2 hours on my first casual playthrough, and it was absolutely terrible. I like her design, I guess, and her color scheme, but she's just a terrible character. Not in terms of like terrible writing, but she's just a terrible person. All right, she was just garbage. Okay, Tyrea, that's an A tier. I love Tyrea. All right, I don't know why, but I've just always really liked Tyrea for whatever reason. I don't know what it is, but then after playing Melancholy Tyrea, her whole like story quest, I guess you could call it, in Xenoblade 1, we didn't really have like side stories or whatever. So Melancholy Tyrea quest is kind of like a side story for Tyrea, and you know, it made me like her a lot. Plus FC, I've always just liked Tyrea. I don't know what it is, but I've just always liked Tyrea. Egil, at first, like originally, I would put him in like C tier, but Egil's a really cool villain. He's like a very, very well-written villain. And it would have been cool if like say if like Xenoblade 1 had a hero system like Xenoblade 3, Egil could be a hero. That would be so badass. Linnea, I'll put her in B. I mean, she doesn't really do anything, but I don't know, she's just really pretty. That's like my only reason to put her in B. She's just pretty and I like her. McQuall, C, I guess. I mean, I don't dislike him, but I don't really particularly overly like him either. He's just kind of there. So it's like, eh. Now this, I don't even know who this is. I don't even know who this is. So I'll just put him in not sure. Like, who is that? Is that someone from FC? Or is it just like someone from the, wait, is that, oh, wait a second, that's Lenata. She can go and see with McCall. I mean, I don't really know what she does other than she just revived Fiora. So, and then after that, she just kind of wasn't really there in the story anymore. Gato, yeah, no, we like almost never saw him in the game. Then he was revealed to be Jade Face. He sacrificed himself to save the party, and then that was it. He got like almost no screen time, so I never really had an attachment to him. Juju is Juju. I don't need to say anything more. Vanguard, again, a lot of people like him for like the meme or whatever, but I was like, okay, never really cared for him. Dunga, he can go and see. I like the name Dunga. It sounds funny, and you know the pink's my favorite color. So I don't know. Dunga just sounds funny. Zanza, he's kind of a lame villain, but you know, again, I like the name and his design is pretty cool. And he's the other half of Klaus, which automatically makes him kind of nice because Klaus is goated. Maineth, S tier. Okay, we almost never see Maineth in the game, like at all. We only see her in like one cutscene, but we hear about her throughout the game. And we know Maineth is Galea. Same with Galea in Xenoblade 2. We never really saw her except one cutscene. But the reason I like Maineth so much, I mean, she has a nice design, but her name is just gorgeous. Maineth, you can't tell me that's not just an absolutely beautiful name. Like, I love it so much. Whenever I like play Pokemon game or whatever game you can choose to name your character, like in games I always pick the female option because of course that's the only right answer. And then, you know, female character, I'd always just name them Maineth because it's such a beautiful name. Like, I love the name Maineth. Like, anytime there's a game where you can choose between male or female, I choose female and name her Maineth. God, I love that name. Alvis, my boy, up in S tier. What can I say? It's Alvis. He's an Aegis. He's just so cool and badass. And I'm kind of mad he's not in Xenoblade 3, but he also kind of is in Xenoblade 3 because Z is Alvis. I don't care. I've been saying that ever since Z was first like shown off that he was Alvis, and I'm sticking to that. I don't care. I know Z's not Alvis, but I'm gonna continue to call him Alvis because he's Alvis. You can't persuade me otherwise. He looks not exactly, but he looks so much like Alvis. And it would make so much sense for Alvis to be in Xenoblade 3 since he plays such a big role in the first two games. X is kind of just an outlier. Otharon, D, yeah, he was kind of an asshole sometimes, but I understand why. But I also just never really cared. Also, he's bald, so funny, I guess. Rex, A tier. I like Rex a lot. It's kind of funny because it went back and forth. When the game first came out, you know, casual playthrough, and I was playing through Xenoblade 2, you know, no, I was not corrupted by Twitter at all. So I really liked Rex a lot. I was like, yo, he's kind of cool. He's really cool. And then, once I started using Twitter and getting more into Xenoblade, watching videos on YouTube, just over time, I saw all the Rex hate on Twitter, and it kind of just like slowly seeped into me. And over time, I started to just dislike Rex because everyone else was. God, I hate myself for like succumbing to the peer pressure. But after I realized, gained my own like consciousness back, thought for myself, I was like, what am I doing? I like Rex. Why did I start hating him? He's really cool. I like Rex, right? Pyra, piracy. I know everyone's gonna hate me for that, but Pyra is just, I like Pyra as a character, and I like her a lot more now than I used to. If y'all saw my video called So Sorry Pyra, about like a month ago that I uploaded, go watch that and you'll understand. But yeah, Pyra, she's always, I think I kind of just been influenced by Anel a little bit, because Anel doesn't like Pyra because she's just kind of bad in Xenoblade 1. The only thing, or Xenoblade 2, she's only really good for blade combos. Other than that, why use Pyra when Mithra is literally right there? There's no reason to use Pyra when you get Mithra. So I kind of just dropped Pyra, like, not dropped her, but I just like Mithra a whole lot more. Her personality and everything. Plus Torna, I know Torna is just a big, like the side stories like Torna and FC are a really big deciding factor on a lot of these characters. It just made me love them so much more. And speaking of Mithra S tier, it's Mithra, bruh. How can you not love Mithra? She's just so, she's so great. Y'all know how much I like Mithra, especially y'all on Twitter. Y'all know how much I like Mithra. And then again, Torna just exaggerates that even more. But yeah, Mithra is, I love Mithra. I'll put her here. Well, yeah, Mithra's incredible. I love her. Nia, that doesn't even need, there's no hesitation. Nia S tier. Nia is Nia, bruh, alright? She's like the greatest character, well, like third greatest character in the whole series. I've always loved Nia ever since, I first started playing Xenoblade 2. Xenoblade 2 was my first game, as a lot of y'all know. So, and I just love her like snarky, sarcastic humor. That's how I am in real life. Like, I'm very sarcastic and just smart ass. But like, Nia is just, she's so relatable, and she's just, look at her, bro. It's Nia. How can you not love her? All right, she's great. I love Nia, and seeing her in Xenoblade 3, just my heart melted. Tora is OG goated Napon. Yeah, I know Ricky's right there, but I like Tora a lot. I told y'all, this shit's gonna be biased, alright? Xenoblade 2 was my first game, and it's my favorite game. Well, Xenoblade game. Xenoblade 2 is my first Xenoblade game, and it's my favorite Xenoblade game. Yes, over 3. So, I just love Tora, and plus, he made Poppy. How can you not like Tora? Morag, A tier. Originally, like during my first playthrough, I keep talking about my first playthrough, but Morag, she was always just kind of there for me, but over time, as I learned more about Xenoblade and started playing more about Xenoblade, and like started doing New Game Plus runs with Morag, she kind of grew on me, and I warmed up to her a lot. Her voice, bro, the accent, Morag's accent just like kills me. It's so good. And speaking of accents, that's another reason why I like Nia so much. Her Welsh accent is just to die for. But Morag, was that like a Scottish accent? I don't know what accent she has, but that shit is, God, that shit is beautiful. Morag is just a really cool character. We got our boy Zeke Von Genbu right here, the Zekeinator. He's badass. He's a goof. He's a major goof, but he can be serious when he needs to. And he's just, overall, just a really cool character. Prince of Tantal, just look at him. Zeke is just nutty. Van Damme, I mean, I'll put him in C. I never really had an attachment to Van Damme. He barely, he's barely throughout the story. Yeah, he plays a big role in like the whole Araya arc where he teaches Rex anchor shot and how to be, teaches Rex more about how to be a driver and what it means to be a driver, and he sacrificed himself to save everyone, Lethro, before, we met Mithra. So, I mean, and I also just never really used him when he was a part of the party because I was already attached to Rex, Nia, and Tora at the time. I didn't really want to change them. So, Van Damme, I always thought he was kind of weird because his design is weird. He just comes out of nowhere. But now, I mean, I like him a little bit, but not as much as these other characters. Dromark, I'll put him in C. Dromark's alright. He's a garbage blade, but he's all like proper and pristine. I like Dromark, especially because he's Neo's blade, so that automatically gives him like nutty status. But yeah, Dromark, he's alright in terms of combat, and in the story he doesn't really do anything. Like I haven't used Dromark in so long. Like once I started New Game Plus, I never used Dromark again because there are just so many better blades. Poppy, S tier. It's Poppy. She's like the most wholesome, adorable character in the game, she's like the most wholesome character in the whole series. And in Poppy Cutie Pie, do I even need to say anything? She's the most broken blade in the entire game. Poppy Cutie Pie completely makes the entire game a joke. Alright? Just all Poppy forms are great. I've always loved Poppy, and then seeing her in the end of Xenoblade 3, oh, I got so happy, and I screamed so loud I peaked my mic. That's how happy I was to see Poppy. Alright? I love Poppy. She's such a great character. Bridget, also S tier. Now this may seem weird. No one puts Bridget in S tier. But okay, listen, I like Bridget a lot. Why? I have no clue. I've just, all of a sudden, a couple months ago, I don't know, out of nowhere, I just started liking Bridget a lot. I love her design. Like evasion tanks are like my favorite type of class in any game, which will come up later on in the video. You'll understand. But evasion tanks are like my favorite class, or class type, whatever, in any type of game. So obviously I'm going to like Bridget a lot. I just really like her design. The like blue fire, the blue dress, like the whole blue aesthetic she's got going on. She's just I just love Bridget, alright? I just love her design so much. And then Torna obviously made me just appreciate her even more. And I love how like professional and just proper she is. She's just so calm. I love Bridget. Bridget's amazing. Pandy, I'll put her in B. Yeah, she seems fun to be around, and her banter with Zeke is really funny and like wholesome to watch. But other than that, I never really had an attachment to Pandy. In terms of combat, she's a very good blade because of Eye of Shining Justice. But other than that, she's alright. I like her design. I know I keep saying I like her design, I like his design throughout the whole video, but I just really do like a lot of these characters' designs. Andy was just kinda there for me. Rock, yeah, I never really had an attachment to Rock. He's also just kinda been there. Let me like zoom this out because it's starting to get kinda small. But yeah, Rock, he's always just kinda been there, I never really came with Van Damme. So Azerta I'll put in C. He has some funny moments throughout the story, and Torna, he's a very, like, he's close to Jin. Well, not close to Jin, but he gives Jin a lot of good advice, and he's an okay character. He's just like a pervy grandpa, which is kind of funny. Speaking of Jin, This needs no introduction. Jin, #1 best character in all of Xeno. All of Xenogears, Saga, and Blade. Jin is the #1 character in the entire series. All right, I love Jin so much. My fucking YouTube name is even Paragon of Torna, named after Jin. All right, Jin is like the goatiest character that ever goated. All right, Jin is just like the nuttiest character. Originally, when I first played Xenoblade 2, I hated him. I despised Jin because, you know, he's a villain, he's a bad guy, he does bad, evil shit. But over time, once I learned about his backstory and why he is the way he is, why he's trying to destroy humanity, his change of heart, like I was like, damn, I felt really bad for him and like sympathized with him so hard. And then Torna came around, of course, and that just sealed it. Like, yeah, Jin is officially my favorite character. Like, Jin is such an incredibly well-written character. A lot of people are going to disagree with that, but I don't care. Jin is just incredible, bro. I love Jin. #1 favorite character in all of Xeno. All right, that's where I even got my name from, Paragon of Torna. So Jin is just so nutty. Malos, A tier. At first I would have put him in like B or C tier, maybe even D. But like Malos, he's a cool villain. I like Malos a lot. I've warmed up to him a lot recently. Like, I really want to like go back and replay through Xenoblade 2. Well, I've played through New Game Plus an uncountable number of times. But like, just go through, watch all the cutscenes, and like pay attention to the story again, and like kind of see how my perspective on everything has changed after all this time. You know, playing Xenoblade 3 and, you know, Xenoblade 1. I want to go back and play Xenoblade 2 and just see how much my perspective has changed. So there are a lot of these characters I'm going to warm up. Nonetheless, he's a pretty cool guy. Mikhail, I'll put him in B. Torna helped out with his character a lot, like established a character for him. He went from this very shy, cute kid to this very like bombastic and flamboyant, blade eater that he is now. So yeah, Mikhail's cool. I like Mikhail. Akos, he's a snotty bitch. Okay, and I like him. I like Akos, but he doesn't really have anything going for him. Like, for me, I never really had an attachment to him. Yeah, he's cool whenever he shows up. His clothes, his outfit is really nice, but he's like very snarky and snotty bitch. Sever, I haven't used Sever. I'm planning on like min-maxing and completing like all the affinity charts and everything for all the Torna blades eventually. I haven't gotten to Sever yet. Sever, I don't even remember seeing him anywhere in the story except for like when we're fighting Malos. Was it on the Maelstrom, was it? Or whatever. The ship at the very beginning of the game when we got Pyra, we fought Malos and used Sever. After that, I don't think he ever appeared anywhere in the game ever again. So Sever, he had like no screen time. Cressidas, kind of same reason for Sever. He was always just kind of there. Barona, I like Barona. She's very annoying, but there's kind of like an endearing trait about her. And, you know, she was Akos's blade, so that gives her some status already. Perdido, yeah, D. Laura is an easy A. Okay. I like Jin a lot, so me liking Jin automatically bumps up Laura pretty high. Laura, she's, you know, a knight of Torna. I wanted to say Knights of Favonius. I've been playing way too much goddamn Genshin, okay? Ganyu's rerun is coming in like a week, and I've been trying to save up Primos to get Ganyu. She's my favorite character in the game, and I've been waiting months for Ganyu. So, enough Genshin. Laura, I love Laura. She's like really calm, and she cares for everyone, especially Jin. And like her whole little backstory with her with her mother too, and Gore is oh, it makes you feel for her. I like Laura a lot. Great. Hayes is Hayes. All right, Hayes, she's adorable. She's just she's great. In terms of combat, she's kind of all right. She's really your own source of healing. So I guess Hayes is pretty useful in Orna. Really, like I said, the only source of healing minus potions, and just her relationship with Jin and the party and Laura is great. I love Hayes. And then in the base game when Jin kills her and everything, it's just goddamn, you really feel for her. I love Hayes. Adam's all right. I like Adam. It's funny how I say a lot of these characters are all right, and then I go ahead and say I like them. It's fucked. Adam, I don't really know. He's Mithra's driver, so yeah, I like a lot. But I don't know. He just never really struck a chord with me. He's just kind of there. Hugo, I'm not gonna put him in D because I don't dislike him, but I think he had like the least amount of screen time out of everyone in Torna. So, and he's a lot like Niall, who also had like no screen time. Hugo's Emperor of Morag, and there's a portion of the game where he leaves and you lose him quite a bit. He just doesn't get a lot of screen. I think screen time is a very big part of like reasons why people like certain characters or don't like other characters. Typically characters with more screen time people will enjoy more because you have a longer time to develop an attachment with them and just like invest into them. And a lot of these characters I just don't have an attachment to. Now Eulegiminos, you know, he's a bitch for trying to murk Pyra. I don't like that. Okay, he tried to kill Pyra, which in turns mean he tried to kill Mithra, and I can't stand for that. All right, I can't let anything bad happen to Mithra. He tried to murk the Aegis. We don't stand for that. Hugo, yeah, do I really need to say anything? He was just there for like 20 minutes of cutscene time and gone. We fought him in the Ardanian warship and never saw him again throughout the story. Do we even know what happened to him? Like, remember we fought him and he like passed out and then that's it. Never again did we hear anything about him through the story, no side quests or anything. So I don't know what the hell happened to him. Minos, he's really fun to use in combat. He's got like the dual guns. He's kind of like our proto or like discount Full Metal Jaguar in Xenoblade in Torna, because he's got his little like gun knives. His knives can turn into guns. So kind of like discount Full Metal Jaguar. But he's really fun to play. His character, okay, he's just kind of there a lot of the time. So Bana's goofy. I'll put him in C. I don't really have much to say on him. Rakura, again, I don't really have much to say on her or anything. You only see her in that one cutscene in Indal when all like the leaders of all the Titans were coming together to talk about what the hell were they even talking. See, I need to replay Xenoblade 2. Like, pay attention to the cutscenes. Because on all my New Game Plus runs, I'd always just skip the cutscenes. So what the hell were they even talking about? Was it about the Orion and Moradanian war? Or Temperantia? I don't know. Mui, yeah, he's just kind of there to like, meet the party in Alba Kavanagh and talk to Tor a little bit. Other than that, Amalthus, fuck Amalthus, bro. I can't stand this motherfucker. Absolute trash. Put him in the lowest tier, like the last spot in the lowest tier. Amalthus, fuck, I hate this motherfucker. All right, he's, in terms of writing, he's a very well written character because we're supposed to hate him, but goddamn, no amount of backstory will ever warm me up to a Malthus. I hate him. He's such a god. He's such a terrible. Is he even a human? Are Indoline people human? I don't know what they are, but I don't care what a Malthus is. He's a bitch is what he is. I can't stand him. I hate him. I absolutely hate him. He's the worst character in the whole game. All right, Klaus, pre-experiment Klaus, I'll put him in C because he's like very stubborn. Anith, Galea is trying to stop him from, you know, resetting the universe and everything, but you know, he doesn't want to listen. He's selfish. He just cares. Oh, I don't think, you know, I didn't think humankind was good enough. I didn't think they were going down the right path, so I'm gonna just restart the whole universe because I want to. I don't like how things are going. He's just very kind of selfish. Post reset Klaus, he's, yeah, A tier. I love Klaus. He's such a cool character. And the whole like world tree, I know I've talked about this many times, but the world tree is my favorite area in the game. Just the music matches the atmosphere, and I really love like sci-fi, like astronomy. I love astronomy, sci-fi stuff like space elevators, space stations. So like the end of the game, like the last 2 chapters of the game where we find out the world tree is just a giant space elevator, we go up to Radamanthus to meet Klaus. God, I love that part of the game so much. Every time I get into Radamanthus and there's just that view overlooking Earth and the rest of space, you can see the orbital ring, I just stop and stare in awe. I love that type of shit. It's so cool. And then just the whole introduction with Klaus was, oh, it was so cool. It was so good. And then his explanation on why he restarted the universe, how he tried to rebuild life. I kind of felt bad for him. All right, so pre Xenoblade 2, Klaus, he's kind of self-centered. Post Xenoblade 2 Klaus, he's kind of goated. Cosmos! Okay, Cosmos is an easy S tier. It's Cosmos. I don't have to say anything about her. She's so badass. All right, I'm putting her in S because, you know, it's Cosmos. But I've been playing a lot of Xenosaga. I beat Xenosaga 1 like a couple days before Xenoblade 3 came out. So like I already liked Cosmos. I've been playing a lot of Xenosaga 3 and holy shit, that game's incredible. But Cosmos is like the poster child of Monolith. Monolith Soft's mascot is Cosmos. Cosmos is just so badass. Even though she's a battle android, has like no like humanity or her own like free will or whatever. Cosmos is just so badass, bro. She just single-handedly take on like any opponent. He's just so cool. And the fight scenes in the Xenosaga games with Cosmos, God, Cosmos is such a badass. But in terms of Xenoblade 2, she's like one of the best blades in the entire game. I think she's like top 5. She's the best ether cannon in the game. She's very, very rare. I spent an entire week just farming for legendary cores and pulling Cosmos, right? A full week. It was terrible, but I finally got her and she like changed the whole game. Cosmos is like, you can never go wrong with Cosmos, all right? You will never not want to have her on your team. Like Cosmos is Cosmos, bro. I love Cosmos. Xenosaga is such an incredible series, all right? God damn. Azami, yeah, a lot of these blades I don't use. A lot of the blades I don't use. For like Rex, for like the party in Xenoblade 2, I'll have them like min-max their final teams for a while. Like Rex has the blades I want on him, and everyone has their blades. So I only just like use the blades that I put on the characters now. I haven't really like spread out and started like using other blades. I've kind of started doing that with a couple blades I gave a chance. I've started to warm up to them a lot, but most of these blades I just don't use or haven't used. So a lot of the blades are just gonna go in D tier because I don't really have anything to say about them. Some of them I do like a lot, but most of the blades I just don't use. It's unfortunate, but yeah, Cassandra is actually gonna go in C. I like her little blade quest, and yeah, she's just fun. Not fun, but like she's just like a cool character. I like her design. And then, you know, Rock on Twitter kind of persuaded me. Not persuaded me, but you know, Rock likes Cassandra a lot, so I kind of just like, she kind of grew on me over time. Dagas, yeah, we can put him in B. Who else? Godfrey, Cora, Adenine. Theory, I like Theory. She can go in B. Theory I have on Morag, and she's a decent evasion tank. Ice is okay. Xenoblade 2. Theory and Praxis's Blade quest. I really like Theory a lot. It may just be because I have her on Morag, so but yeah, I like Theory. Wolfric, yeah, I know he's like mandatory blade, but I never really am outside of Earth Mastery. Dahlia, yeah, no. Herald, why use Herald when you have Cosmos? Perun, nah. Ursula, I still haven't done her affinity chart. I know it's like a bitch to complete, but I just haven't done it yet. Newt, yeah, okay, what is this? Florin, I always thought Florin was a girl when I first played the game, and I realized he was a guy. I was like, oh shit, well fuck. Same with Venti and Genshin, but this isn't a Genshin video, so I need to stop talking about Genshin. Praxis, you know, her blade quest with Theory I liked a lot, but you know, I don't use her, so she's not gonna be as high as Theory. Vess, yeah, the D's tier, bro, is gonna be massive. I promise we'll get back to like good characters again. Vale, put her in D. Agate can go in D. Zenobia, she can go in like C. I use her on Zeke, but I don't really use Zeke all that much right now. When I like play through Xenoblade 2 again, like actually play through and watch all the cutscenes, I'm gonna be using Zeke and Morag a lot more, because I barely even use them. I always just use Rexnia and Tora. So I want to switch it up a little bit. And Zenobia is just a very strong blade. Gort, yeah, no. Electra, Sheba, she's garbage. Not because, oh, she's just bad character, you know, a terrible human being or whatever. She's just a really bad blade, and she's just, I always forget she's in the game. She's just kind of garbage, okay? Gion, I'll put him in C because Torna, I guess, but he never really. Padraig, though, yeah. Does he really belong anywhere other than S? It's Padraig. I don't have to say anything. We can't forget him, alright? We cannot forget him. So, I have to put him in S. Poppy Buster, C. Because, you know, it's another form of Poppy. Poppy Buster itself is kind of Telos, I'll put in A. Not up there with Cosmos, because I haven't beaten Xenosaga 3 yet. I don't know how far I am. I think I'm like a fourth, maybe halfway through Xenosaga 3, and I only encountered her like one time. But like in Xenoblade 2, she's a monster. Alright, I have her on Rex. She can easily damage cap outside of chain attacks. Like, Telos is like the highest damage dealing blade in the game. She can easily hit damage caps with like little investment. Telos he's fucking insane. Cross set. I love cross set, okay? Cross set is an easy S tier. Yeah, I started using her on Nia, and oh, she's just a very good blade. Alright, her fusion combo damage is fucking insane. And then her blade quest, her design, I loved like the little skates she has, kind of reminds me of Shadow. And her design is just really cool. Her specials are really fun to look at. I don't know, that sounds kind of weird, but like, I like her specials a lot. Her design, just everything about her. I love Crossset. The name Crossset is just beautiful. Crossset's such a great blade. Corvin, I'm gonna put him up in S. He's also, or put him in A. He's also a broken blade. I haven't been using him as often as Asa. I just recently started using Corvin and realizing how absolutely insane his damage output is and just his potential. Corvin is a very, very strong blade, but I haven't really used him long enough to like develop like an attachment. Nene, I'll put her and Kino in C. You know, they're kind of just okay. FC is really short. FC is really short. You don't really get enough time. Okay, maybe I might put Nene in B tier because some of the quiet moments with her are really nice. And she's like bigger sister to Kino. And I don't know, I like Manana. Well, yes, I do like Manana, but fuck, I like Nene. She's okay. Thielen, I mean, he's alright, I guess. You know, nothing really happens with him. Gailgar, he's trash. Alright, he's complete garbage. He just kind of wants to eradicate all half-breeds, all half-breed Hyentias, and he's just... Isn't he like super racist too? I don't know. Isn't he just like super racist? I don't like him. Maxis, yeah, D tier. He was an asshole to the party at first. He gets like no screen time after that, so. What the hell is this? Wait, okay. I thought Hugo. Wait, okay. Okay, Niall, this is Niall, not Hugo. Well, I mean, still put him in C tier. But who is this? Wait, is that like a Machina? I don't know who that is. I'm gonna put him in D, but I'm not sure because I don't know who the hell that is. Hugo, same reason like I explained earlier. He goes in C tier. Milton, you know what? Milton can go in B. I like Milton. His like little banter with Mithra is really funny. And then when at the end of the game when Mithra goes all berserk and she kills Milton, I was screaming. All right, I like Milton. Mithra just murders him. God damn. Gort, yeah, fuck Gort. He's trash. He's garbage. He was very abusive to Renea and Laura. So yeah, he's garbage. And then he called Laura a bitch. You know, I don't stand for that. Tornin King, you know, like nothing about him. Same with Zetter. They're just kinda there. But Redalius, he's also just kinda there. Now, we get to the Xenoblade 3 characters and this where this shit gets fun. Noah, that's an easy A. Alright, not S, because he is my favorite. Noah is like my favorite Xenoblade protagonist in terms of like Rex, Shulk, and Noah. Easily like Noah the best. I think Noah is the coolest, and he's the Noah is just the coolest out of the three. And he's and then his backstory in like chapter 6, like 5 and 6, bro. Noah, he's so cool. Now this is gonna be no surprise to anyone, but Mio's easy S tier. She's my second favorite character in the entire series right behind Jin. Alright, it's Mio, bro. It's Mio. Y'all know how much I love Mio. I go on, just on and on and on about how much I love Mio. My Twitter is just littered with Mio, okay? She's such a great character, and then her whole story with like M and everything, it's great. Uni, C tier. Now I know I'm going to get ostracized for this, but Uni, she's okay, I guess. Give me 1 second. Okay, my bad, I got a call. But yeah, Uni, she's I think like part of the reason why I'm putting her this low is because she just gets shoved down my throat on Twitter. Everyone's always talking about uni this, uni that, uni artwork everywhere. Now I do love the fan art. I'll always support fan art if it's not like malicious or anything. But like there's just uni everywhere on Twitter, and it's like, god damn, can y'all chill? And like it doesn't help that Anel is just a big reason for that. So like uni, I just kind of got overwhelmed with all the uni shit. So I mean she's a cool character, but I like the other characters more. Tyon, bruh, Tyon. Oh, Tyon is my motherfucking boy. Okay, Tyon S tier. Tyon easy S tier. Tyon is Tyon, bruh. Tyon is just so cool and badass. Tyon is just so cool and badass. All right, what could I even say? Tyon, I love he's just kind of like the stereotypical like, well actually, like nerd character. I don't know, he's just so like stuck up and like in his ways. Tyon is so cool, bro. He's so badass, and he's just like, every time Tyon comes on screen and says anything, I just pop off. Like, talk your shit, Tyon. Tyon is so cool. I love Tyon. Now Lance, I'll put him in C. Lance is, I don't know. Lance always found just kind of probably my least favorite. Okay, well I can't say that. I do kind of like him more than Uni. I think Uni's probably my least favorite party member. Yeah, and I know I'm gonna get like a petition to erase me from the universe for that. But Lance is really cool. The little moment he had with Senna in like chapter 5, and they're like taking N up into like the stratosphere. Oh my god, that was so sad. But yeah, Lance, he's always just kind of, he never really stuck out to me. Never really had an appeal to Lance. Well, like I warmed up to him a lot once I played through Xenoblade 3. But Lance, I'll put him in B. But yeah, Lance was always just kind of for me, So also the placement for a lot of these characters in the tiers, like say for S tier I got Jin, Mio, and Nia all right here next to each other. That's like the order, top 3 favorite characters. But say like over here, Alvis, Maneth, Poppy, Cosmos, Padraig, they're all over here. Like Cosmos is lower than Maneth, for example. Like the specific placements in each tier doesn't really matter too much. I'm just more worried about like what tier they're in than where they're placed in the tier. So I'll probably fix that later, but that doesn't matter too much right now. Senna, Senna is my girl, bro. I love Senna. I've warmed up to her so much. Like not many people like Senna. She's kind of like the least favorite of a lot of people. But Senna is, I love Senna. And then her side story with Shania, and just throughout the entire game, I just kind of felt bad because like no one talks about Senna. No one likes Senna. So it's like, okay, I kind of feel bad for her. And then over time, I started to genuinely like Senna. And Senna is an S tier character, right? I love Senna. She's my girl with the goal. What else could I say? Riku. Yeah, Riku's a badass. Riku goes in easy A. Riku, for his voice alone just makes him a goated Naupon. Now, Manana is probably my favorite Naupon besides Taurus. She's just so, I don't know if I should put her in S or an A. I really like Manana. Put her in S, but like she's just so adorable, and she's just always so like happy and jumpy and giddy all the time. And her cooking is like insanely good. Can't say the same for Mithra, but yeah, I just love Manana. She's just so adorable. Every time she comes on screen and starts talking, I just get like a huge smile on my face. Now, Monica, I like Monica a lot. In terms of combat, I've never used her because she's just kind of not good. But like in the story, she kind of plays a big role in the story, and I like her a lot. She's kind of cute and thick, but I like Monica. She's She's a nice character. Gondor, at first I hated Gondor. Like when we first met her, Gondor, she was a complete bitch queen, you know? And she was calling Monica a bitch queen and everything. She was a complete bitch queen. And she was just like so rude and so mean. And then over time, I was like, damn, Gondor is actually a nice character. I like Gondor. She's kind of cool. So like every time she comes on screen, I start cheering like, yes, Gondor, you're so badass. Yorin, yeah, I'll put him in D. I never really felt anything for Yorin. Like before he became a consul, I didn't really care for him, and then after he became a consul, I didn't really care for him. Ethel is in C. I'll put Ethel in B. I like Ethel. She reminds me a lot of Dunban. Alright, she's like a mix between Dunban and Morag, and I already like Dunban and Morag a lot. They're both in A tier, so she's like a mix between the two, and it's just Ethel's so nice. But in terms of like the story, it didn't really play too much of a role, but I like her a lot. Miyabi can go in Miyabi's A tier. I like Miyabi. Her whole side story and her relationship with Mio is just great. She's so adorable. I like Miyabi. Chris, yeah, Chris was just kind of there. He was always just kind of there, and then his little like backstory with Noah was okay. He's just kind of there. Shania, yeah, Shania is S, bruh. Shania is S, and I'm not going to explain any further, okay? I'm not explaining why I like Shania. I know, okay? Shania, ooh, terrible for liking Shania. I don't care. I'm not explaining anything. I'm not explaining shit. Shania's S tier. Y'all can figure that out on your own. Who is this? Okay, Bolearis. Okay, he's pretty cool, but like, nothing really ever happened. Nimue, bro. Nimwe's A. Ever since like the second trailer, when Nimue was showed off in the trailer, I always just called her Glass Hand Girl because we never knew her name. And she has like a glass hand. The shit looks really cool. She's got like diamond hands. That shit is dope. Like, is she a blade? Like, what race is she? Because she's got the diamond hands and then she's got like the horns sticking out of her head. That wouldn't be human. We've never seen a blade like that. So, what race is she? But yeah, I've always liked Nimue. And Tion's side story built on her character a lot. And it was just great seeing her and Tion just interact with each other. Isurd. Okay, in terms of like when he was being controlled by the console, his voice acting was immaculate. When he was like attacking the party, when we first like find out about the second Ouroboros forms, Isurd was incredible. His voice acting was insane. But other than that, I mean, it's I don't really have anything to say about him. Kamaravi, he's all right. His class is very fun to play with, and it's insane. It's really good. But himself as a character, I mean, we don't really like get him as a hero until late game. So, and then even then, I was just saw him. I don't really know what to say about Kamarabi. He's just there. Garvin, yeah, he's trash. I don't like him. He's such an asshole to the party, especially Yorin and Lance and Noah and Uni with the fucking to the party. And then when we meet him again in Sword March, and he like has a change of heart. Even then, I was like, yeah, no, I already didn't like you, and my mind is not. Irvin is Wamba's cool, alright. He's kind of just like the dad of the group, I guess. At the beginning of the game, Wamba is a cool character. I was so mad when he died, cause like, bro, he had one more month before homecoming and he just dies. What kind of shit is that? He was so close. Baldi, as a mechanic, Baldi's pretty cool. Not too insane, but like, his whole side story was really nice. Xeon, I don't really have much to say on Xeon. At first, I hated Teach, but I would put him in garbage because, you know, he's Indoline, and if he's Indoline, that means he's related to Malthus, and I absolutely hate a Malthus. So, you know, just by association, I was gonna put him in garbage. But after doing his hero quest, I keep saying side story for a lot of these heroes. The hero quest, yeah, Teach is really cool. I like him a lot. And like I had his class on Mio for so long, it was insane. But yeah, Teach he goes up in B. Teach is cool. Now Alexandria, she's a cool character with a really cool class. I'll also put her up in B. I kinda like had like a slight change of mind with her during her hero quest when I found out, oh, she poisoned her previous console. Oh, she just took him out. I was like, that's kind of fucked. But then she explained why she did it. I was like, okay, that makes sense. But yeah, I like Alexandria. She's cool. Her design, her play style. Alexandria is just really nice. Now, oh, Juniper, easy as. Y'all know how much I like Juniper. Incredible. Juniper, but Juniper is Gormati too, so that's automatically like, you know, I like my Gormati girls, Mio and Nia. I love my Gormati flesh eaters, but Juniper is great. Juniper belongs in S tier, nowhere else. I remember way back, Juniper's name was still like Yuzuriha, and that's what. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Juniper's S tier. Incredible. Class is not as good as I thought it was. I thought the class would be insane because, you know, bow user, like first ever, like real bow user in the series. Akos, he didn't really use his bow as a blade, only in like the cutscenes, like the story. So when Juniper popped out with the bow, I was like, oh yeah, go to class. But now Stalker is just kind of not all that good. Juniper is still incredible. I still love Juniper. So S tier, that's easy S tier. I'll put Juniper up here with like Tyon in it. Placing doesn't really matter all that much, but okay. Ashura, her chain attack. Ashura is basically like essential for chain attacks, but other than that, I like her a lot. She reminds me of Dunban, well, because she also learns Blossom Dance, so that could also be one. But she's just like she's a maniac, bro. Ashura's like actually insane. She is like genuinely insane. All right, she's goddamn. She's insane. Triton's a cool guy. I like Triton. I've warmed up to him a lot. Triton's cool. He has like that just like that it really like, who does he reminds me of someone. I just can't think of it, but he's like really cool. He just doesn't care. Like him and Lance just have this like little rivalry, and it's kind of nice. Now Fiona, that's an easy S. That is an easy S for two reasons, because I just also just like her character a lot. Adorable. Fiona's great. And then Signifer, her class is like the best support class in the entire game. There's no reason to ever not run Signifer. If you don't run Signifer, then there's something wrong with you. Because why would you not run Signifer? Like unlimited buffs? Signifer makes the game kind of a joke. Sagiri, I mean, she's kind of like an android, like Cosmos, just a lot less badass. The outfit is nice, okay? Her outfit is nice, but other than that, she just kind of does what she's told, and just very monotone and just very robotic. You can tell she's an android. Gray, he's okay. I never really had an attachment to him. The consoles, they're all garbage. They're all complete trash. Fuck the console, except X. I like X a lot. When she like took her helmet off and like I saw her face, like, ugh, she's kind of pretty. She's like really pretty, and then she's got the white hair, and it's like, ugh. I like X. Other than that, all the other consoles are garbo. Who's it? Oh, let go X right here. Here she goes. Okay, the consoles, they're all trash. X, I like her a lot. A tier. It could be because I just think she's really pretty, and that's like the only reason why I like her. But you know, that's a reason enough. I don't care. And then yeah, this guy Y, I think it was, he's trash. All the console are trash. Z, see, Z is hard. Elvis, this is like proto Elvis. Z, I don't know. See, I kind of want to put him high up on the tier list because haha funny, he's Elvis. He's like Elvis, not Elvis. But then he's just not that cool in any way. He's just kind of just like the embodiment of the collective unconscious. So he's just kind of there, you know? I don't know. It's just like He's just like So I just put him like D tier because he's just kind of not it. Van Damme's cool. I'll put him in C. I don't really have much to say about him. I don't have anything bad to say about him because, you know, I already knew he was gonna die very soon after meeting him because all the Van. Well, minus the Van Damme from X, he didn't die. But like he knew too much. You could already tell he was gonna die. N's a cool guy. All right, N is cool. As hard-headed and like frustrating as he is, I like N a lot. He's really cool. M, bro, M, you already know. That's easy S tier. It's literally evil Mio. Okay, M is easy S tier. Why do I have to even say anything? It's literally just Mio. Okay, 2 Mios in one game. Like, this is heaven. All right, and then Travis. Yeah, he's just kind of there as like Ethel, or like Monica's sidekick. But yeah, this is okay. Let me like zoom out. But yeah, this is my tier list. Might be very hard to see, but I always got like put off from making a tier list because I always thought, oh my god, it's gonna be so hard to make a tier list, like justifying putting everyone everywhere. It's gonna take forever. I don't know how people make tier lists. They look so incredibly hard, but they're actually not that bad. But yeah, this is my tier list. I'm gonna post this on Twitter, obviously, so y'all can see it easier. But yeah, this is my tier list for Xenoblade. So no Xenoblade X in here, which I'm kind of thankful for because I haven't even beaten X yet. So a lot of the characters don't even know where to put them. Except I do know if the X characters were on here, Elma and Lynn would both go in S. Elma because it's Elma. She's literally the Cosmos of Xenoblade. All right, I made a video on that too, called like Cosmos is Elma. So literally Elma is like the Cosmos of Xenoblade, so that automatically makes her like god status because she's literally Cosmos. She's just badass. And then Caitlin Glass is just a phenomenal voice actor. Caitlin Glass, bro, she's just a phenomenal voice actor. And Lynn is an S tier because I like Lynn a lot, and I am not elaborating on any of that. I'm not elaborating on why I like Lynn. But yeah, Tatsu is not as bad as people say he is. I'd put him in like C, B maybe. Tatsu's not bad. I don't know why people hate on him so much. I mean, I guess he's kind of annoying, but he's not that bad. People place Tatsu lower than a Barona, so I'm confused. But yeah, in terms for like the side characters, like the recruitable characters, Doug, easy A. Doug is my guy. All right, I've been sticking with Doug for a minute until I switched over to Hope, and Hope, she's a soul hacker, which that's where soul hacker from Xenoblade 3 came from. It came from X, which is a really cool class if you know how to use it. But I just like Hope a lot. She's very calm and like caring and like nurturing. She's also a mediator, which is noted because that's like the class was it? I don't know, the division I chose mediators in Xenoblade X, so automatically I'm gonna like Hope because she's a mediator. But yeah, I might redo this tier list after I beat X, find one with like X characters. But yeah, this is my official like Xenoblade 1 through 3 tier list. A lot of these placements might change because I kind of just threw people everywhere without giving it much thought because I didn't want this video to be like 20 hours long. But yeah, this is relatively where I'd put everyone. The specific like placements in each tier aren't like, they don't really matter. They're not, what's the word I'm looking for, like representative of feel. So like Fiona at bottom of S, I'd probably put like Padre bottom of S. So like these specific placements in each tier don't matter too much, cause just the specific tiers themselves. So yeah, that's my tier list. So I don't know how y'all are gonna feel about this. Please let me know, cause like I want to interact with you on the comments on this. So this is my tier list. But yeah, that's about it. So as always, thanks for watching. Have a damn good day. Stay safe, be well, and play some goddamn Xenoblade.